Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and transform a piece of student writing. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this docket as a paragraph about the Indian removal. And I'm going to go to a website called Tagul, which creates word clouds. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Create Now. I will clear all the words from the list, and then I'm going to go ahead and import words and just paste in my text. Now I'm going to remove common words, numbers, and stemming, and go ahead and import words. Now I have some options here in terms of the shape. If I want to keep it as a cloud, and we're just going to do that. The fonts. So let me go look for a font. Let's do, I don't know, something kind of fun. We'll do Doc 51. And then the layout, I'm just going to go ahead. It's going to be random. I can select colors and animations if I want. We'll just go to random. And then I hit visualize. And what's going to happen is it's going to generate my word cloud right here. Perfect. So now with this word cloud, I'm going to go ahead and hit the print option. But what I'm not going to actually print it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the printer, and I'm just going to save it to Google Drive. And go ahead and hit save. So now if I go ahead and open up my drive, hopefully under recent, I will see that word cloud. And there it is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll open this up. Okay, and now that this PDF is opened, what I'm going to do, because I'm in preview mode, I'm just going to blow this up so it fills up the entire screen here. And I'm going to use a different tool now up in my bar called Screencastify. And I'm just going to have it record this tab.
3.
It will count me
2,
down.
1.
Now I'm going to read my project. Indian removal. Although Indian removal was popular with many Americans, people did speak against it. An example is in quote number 1 when the ladies in Steuben, Ohio said, in despite of the undoubted national right which the Indians have to the land of their forefathers, and in the face of solemn treaties pledging the faith of the nation for the secure possession of those lands, it is intended, we are told, to force them from their native soil, to compel them to seek new homes in a distant and dreary wilderness. This shows people speaking against Indian removal because the ladies wrote a petition stating that taking away the Native Americans' land was unfair and should be stopped. Another example is in quote number 2 when Elliot West wrote, in Cherokee Nation v. Georgia in 1831 and Worcester v. Georgia in 1832, Chief Justice John Marshall ruled that because tribes like the Cherokee were domestic dependent nations, states like Georgia could not interfere with the federal treaties. This supports the claim because the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court ruled against kicking the Indians out of the territory. By stating this rule, they show their support for Native Americans. Lastly, in quote number 3, Davy Crockett said, I've gone so far as to declare that if he, Martin Van Buren, president after Andrew Jackson, is elected, that I will leave the United States, for I will never will live under his kingdom before I submit to his government. I will go to the wilds of Texas. This demonstrates Davy Crockett being so against the presidential candidate Martin Van Buren that he would go as far as leaving the country if such a man were to become president. Now I can go ahead, I can stop my recording in Screencastify, and I have a pretty awesome
Although Indian removal was popular
video to go along with this piece of writing. And in Screencastify, I can just select the link, copy link, and it will automatically be a Google Drive link that I can post on a website, I can share, but this will be my video for my piece of writing.